Alright, this is Wayne with Tri-County Locksmith Service, and we're checking out the this sanding method that's actually going to take the work out of really getting your knife back in shape. We're going to start off with a heavy 40 grit. This may seem a bit much, but what I like is that it takes enough material away without generating any heat, or as little as possible. Basically, it's going to take that material away and get rid of it before it has a chance to heat up. Whereas if you were trying to set these bevels back as much as we're going to set them back today, with regular, like a thinner or a finer grit, it would actually heat up more. And this paper is actually going to handle the job a lot better. So what we were going over before with is this piece of wood right here. If this was your imaginary knife blade edge, right now you've got, you know, a fairly flat angle on there because it would represent being sharpened over and over and over again. So what we want to do is we'll kind of make a marker here and we'll see exactly what we're doing. And you'll be able to see that as we do it. You'll be able to see how this cuts back and does the work to where it would allow you to then hand polish. Like this, and we'll get a nice steep angle. And you can see how much we're trying to set that back. If you were trying to do that by hand, this would be the same thing. Trying to sand this by hand it would take forever to be able to get that bevel knocked back where we want it. Now you can see how little is left, how much that's dramatically changed that. So we've just about got it all the way down. So we're taking that black out of there. Now we've got that all the way to the edge. Basically all I'm doing is I'm just setting it on what I feel is a good angle on one of these ridges right here and just running it along there until it meets that point. Start to bring that together, then we'll start to actually start feeling that on either side, and we'll know that we're done with the power sanding part of this. So that's going to take away and do all the work. That would have taken, you know, a half hour to do by hand. That's going to get that bevel set way back. Now when we do our hand sanding, it's going to be all on this edge right here, so we'll be able to take this edge, it won't be so thin and fine, and we'll be able to set that back to a 20 or 25 degree angle on each side. We're going to do the same thing with our knives right here. Just going to pick an angle. Bring that all the way to the tip. see what we're starting to get there and how that's starting to take away the bulk of that edge. What we'll want to do is continue to do this until we feel a bevel on either side of this edge. Once we start feeling the bevel, we'll know that we're at the apex and at the point, and we'll know we can go ahead and move on to the other step. Start to see that we're starting to get that bevel there. I can start to feel it on the other side. Start to see how that edge is starting to be a lot more uniform. We're starting to feel that bevel on this side, so we'll just do it a couple more times just to make sure everything is starting to feel the bevel right here. Notice that we're not getting any heating or blackening of the blade because we're using that heavy grit paper. I can still touch and hold this the whole time. We're not generating heat, we're generating material that's being taken off of there. So now I can feel that bevel along this entire edge. So I'm going to take this one more time this way. There. So we can feel that. Now that it's on this side, since the direction of the sandpaper is headed down on this side, I want to just give it one more quick swipe on this side. And let's kick that bevel over. Okay, so from now, we're going to move on to this 220 grit right here. And we're going to put that on there. We're going to do the same thing, get this polished up from that heavy duty grit, and then we're going to move on to the hand sharpening aspect of it.